What,
non-negotiable?
A non-negotiable.
In the starting 11 as a striker.
In the starting 11.
I'm going to pick it. If yours isn't the same, I'm going to be really upset.
She thinks she knows me. Go on then. Let's see. Popp or Kerr?
Kerr. That's too hard.
Welcome back, guys, to another edition of Boots, Balls and Bras 2024. Farah, how was your Christmas and New Year's?
It was filled with lots of food and lots of alcohol, Earpa. So I need to get back training because I'm nearly 40.
Well, you're talking...
How about you? There must have been food at yours.
Definitely loads of food. Quiet one. Managed to watch some football over the Christmas break, which was nice. It was really busy. But we are here for a special episode sponsored by EA Sports, FC24. We are here to announce the team of the year. It's back. And for the first time, I'm gassed about this, fans can choose the men's 11 and the women's 11. And Farah, guess what?
Go on.
Guess?
I don't know. You're going to tell me.
We have been tasked by EA Sports to choose the world's best women 11. But we can't be included, unfortunately.
Oh, man. What you mean we ain't got a card?
We ain't got a card, but it's the first time that the World 11, especially the women's team, can be selected by you guys, the fans. So we want the fans to be interactive, getting those votes in. Go into the EA website and cast your vote at ea.com/TOTY. And for this episode, we will be picking our FC24 team of the year. We're not going to argue. I've already decided that. But we have to come up with our individual teams, but also we're going to have a BBB FC24 team of the year. Decent. Can we agree that we can?
We can agree. We can agree on a BBB FC24. But my team's a better FC24. Well, you know that.
We'll get into that. But we definitely want fans to make sure they get into that website and vote in who they want to see making that team of the year. Okay, no more time to waste. The time is now. Let's get straight into it. Goalkeepers, what we saying, Faz?
I think there's only one keeper we can talk about this season. If you look at the whole year in terms of individual accolades that they've received, I think in terms of performances, in both club and country, there's no one that can compete with this goalkeeper in 2023. So Mary Earps is my goalkeeper of the year.
It's funny you say that because I know you're a stats girl and all that.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm not.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not.
All of a sudden,
stats.
2024, she's not a stats girl anymore.
Nope.
And I'm just gonna, I guess, we have to have consideration. There's been some outstanding keeper performances. We look at the World Cup. We look at what Paris FC's done this year, knocking out massive teams. I think we can't not consider Nnandozie in this. I think she's been phenomenal. I think she's someone that not many people knew about, and I think her performances has done the talking on the pitch.
See how Earpa said consider, and I said facts. Mary Earps factually had a great season. But
for me, like you said, there's only one person who can win GK.
Oh, so this is Earpa's such a donut.
This is definitely my choice. We know Mary Drake Earps. I always call her Drake because she's actually the GOAT.
Can I just interrupt you? Because I knew that's why she said consider. You hear that? Did you hear that in the speech?
No, but we have to look at what's happened across it. And Mary, Queen of, I was going to say Scots, but England, for me, United, England, like you said, she's already had so many accolades this year. And I think out of all of the awards that she was looking forward and desperate to be part of is this team of the year. Of course. We've got you in.
We've actually agreed. We've
actually agreed on.
We're starting well.
On one. So
I think she's smart. You know how she comes into it and like you're bringing this keeper in. Like, oh, we have to consider Nnandozie. Yep. Yeah,
because remember, if you're thinking if someone else is, if they're looking at playing an opposition, another team, we're just giving the fans other options that they can put in for their other squads. So we're going to move on to the back line, our still line of defenders. So into our defensive line, these are our choices. Obviously, we're going to go for a 4-4-2. So let's just clarify.
4-4-2 or
4-3-3. Sorry. You were going back to when we played. Sorry, I thought I was in 2004, not 2024.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna pick our team. We've got quite a few to pick from. Amazing players who've all had fantastic years. I think let's start with our right back.
I went with Honor Badje.
You went with Honor?
Yeah, I think in terms of her performances for Man United, exceptional. Obviously, the Spanish team winning the World Cup, and then the big move to Barcelona, you know, competing with Lucy Bronze for that right back spot, who has dominated for many years. I think in terms of somebody that's been consistent throughout the whole of 2023, and I think it's noticeable at Man United that in her absence, the sort of decline that they've had in filling her spot. So I don't think there's a better right back in 2023 than this lady here.
I've also gone for Honor.
Oh my days,
I'm not
two in a row.
I know it's 2 in a row and it's getting quite scary. So I'm moving on quite quickly. I guess one player I want to speak about is Reynard. We know what she's done in terms of the French team. We've always talked about the talent and them winning a major tournament. She's someone who, for club and country, I thought just had to be.
That your right side centre half.
Had to be considered for our back line. And in addition to Kerr in the US, been doing some amazing work in terms of San Diego with Casey, our former teammate. The US didn't have a great tournament, so they exited quite quickly. So for me, those were 2 great considerations I had for our right centre back. But
get off of it.
Oh God.
My right side centre half. There's not one better than her this year. 2023.
It's definitely. I've gone for Millie. I've gone for Millie Bright.
Haven't.
I have gone for Millie Bright.
This is 3 in a row. I'm starting to worry.
I know, and she plays for Chelsea.
Was you watching my shoulder?
Well, you know.
I don't think there's been a better right side centre half than Millie Bright
For a long time.
For
a very long time.
I think in terms of how much she's matured as a player, as a leader, both club and country. I think again, if you look at the Chelsea team in her absence and England. She's certainly somebody that is hard to replace, and she's been phenomenal for 2023. Millie Bright, you are my right side, and actually, you're not just my right side centre half. You're my captain.
I have picked a different player.
That right side centre half.
Yeah.
You change your mind?
No, I picked Millie Bright MBE.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
As my right-sided and my captain. Well done, Millie.
Did you have as your captain as well? You just made that up.
I just made it up, but it's fine. Okay, we'll move on.
Fun. Left side centre half.
Left side centre half. For me, it had to be Olga.
Yeah.
Literally, like the season she's had for Madrid, the World Cup, the scoring the goal. We're talking about the football here, but we've got to look at all the other narratives that come with it in terms of like stuff that's happened with her family and her dad passing away, and she's just continued in terms of her performances for club and country. She's scored goals for club, which is not, I guess, often for you see as a centre half. So she's also contributing in the goals. Farah, I don't know who you picked, but if she's not on your list,
you know what?
I don't know what you're doing.
She come close. She's on my bench. I've put Leon at my left side centre half. Again, I think performances for Barcelona. I know she missed the World Cup because she stands by what she felt was right in terms of not participating for a different reason, which some of them are out there. But I think in terms of club form and what she brings to that Barcelona team, Leon, yeah,
but then
left side centre half. But so yeah, you've got a good argument. You do have a good argument because she won the World Cup.
Because she won the World Cup,
scored the winning goal.
So
you've got a great argument there. And maybe when we come to our combined 11, you might be able to sway me a little bit. So she'll fit in. She'll fit in. That's all I'm going to say. But that doesn't mean to say Leon's coming out.
So basically, she's saying that someone might have an injury in the warm up, and they might have to change. They might have to change the team sheet.
Maybe. Left back. My left back.
This is fire. Like
my left back. I know that it's not going to be the same.
We got McCabe on the table. We got Batcher on the table. And for me,
I want you to say it first. Have you got the same as me?
No, but I'm not going. I don't know if I've got this. My player is definitely on here, but for me, a player that stood out. Can you just pass Batcher for me in terms of the World Cup? It's not a player that actually I watch much football, but I think with the French team, she was someone that was constantly just consistent in terms of like her work rate. She was always contributing into attacks in terms of the French game, and also we've seen her play in terms of Champions League. Obviously, Leon hasn't really done what Leon normally does, as we've seen over the years, but she's been phenomenal, and I think she's been one of the standout, consistent players for the French team. So she was so close. I was and ahhing, and I really wanted. I really wanted to put her as my left back.
Who's your left back?
But it's got to be McCabe.
Oh, you've got.
We've got McCabe. Okay, McCabe. Come on. You've seen what she's been doing.
No, I've got somebody completely different to both of them.
Well, come on. Ireland, what they've done.
Okay.
Their appearances, her leadership, her contributions, not just in terms of scoring goals, but building up play. The way she's kind of just really built and grown in terms of Arsenal. For me, it had to be McCabe for me. I don't know who.
I've gone with Rolfer.
Okay.
I think in terms of converting a wide player into a fullback for club, which Barcelona done all year, she's played consistently well again as a fullback, contributing with goals. To adapt that, and then they won a Champions League final. To then go on and play for Sweden in the World Cup and reach the semi-final, adapting your position again, going back to your more natural position as a forward or a wide forward. Yeah, I think Rolfer's been unbelievable. So I think there's no argument there.
But you're talking about versatility, which is great.
Which is what Katie McCabe is.
I know. But what you're talking about is we're talking about the left back position, and
Rolfer.
if you had to pick one player to go left back and play for your team.
Listen, the argument is 2023 team of the year. So who's been the best left back in 23?
McCabe.
Rolfer. What's she won?
McCabe.
Oh, sorry.
She's won the hearts of the people.
Oh, get out of here.
She's won.
Get out of here, Urfa.
Fans vote. She's won the ball 78% of the time. She's definitely my left back. So
I'm not budging with mine. So when we come to our combined 11, it's going to be difficult.
We can be here till 2025, but it could be a long one. But so we're going definitely.
We'll decide at the end.
We'll decide at the end, but we're definitely locking in Honor.
Yep, and Millie Bright.
Yep. And the rest.
Left side centre half and left back we'll decide at the end. Because right now, I'm not budging.
I like the way that we're having, because I'm left footed, we're having a dispute about the left side, but the right side seems to be all tied up. Okay, so that's great. In terms of defenders, we've got, no matter what, we've got a steely back line. That I don't think even Ronaldinho in his prime can get past this back line. Or maybe I'm just really gassed because it's 2024. But amazing defenders. We're going to be moving on to our midfield maestros, who will be connecting that back line to the forwards. Okay, so on to our midfield maestros. Again,
my area, this Urfa. You stay in defence.
I'm staying in defence. Let me do most of this is your speciality. I guess there's one player that was a non-negotiable, right? In terms of World Player of the Year.
Everything.
World Best Player of the Year.
What hasn't she won this
What
year?
what hasn't she won?
I mean,
but deservedly.
Oh, she didn't win BBC Player of the Year. She's won everything else.
But she's won everything else. But Matty has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
She's such a breath of fresh air in terms of just how she conducts herself on and off the pitch. Your kind of idol pro, and does the talking with her feet. Just everything about her is definitely making team of the year for sure. I don't know what you think as a midfielder.
No, but Matty was just, complete player in terms of what she can deliver in that midfield area. I think club and country, in terms of consistent performances throughout, there's no one been better than her. I think
other options that we obviously haven't really considered, but I think Georgia Stanway in terms of England.
I think going to Germany and playing,
definitely should be there and thereabouts in terms of conversation.
Appearances a bit, I think
has
World
dipped
Cup
a bit.
Dipped.
Yeah,
and since the World Cup also dipped, so that's probably why she weren't in the thoughts for me. I don't know about you. Yeah,
I think the same in terms of the international piece. I think domestically she was done really, really well. But what about Pateas?
Yeah, she's been injured most of the year.
I know.
Who I like?
Who's?
Caroline Weir. If it wasn't for Scotland not qualifying for the World Cup, who would have known what she could have maybe delivered for them. So I think that's why she becomes a little bit short in terms of my final three. Same with Georgia Stanway, as you mentioned. I think it was just the international performances that kind of had dipped that much that took her out of three. But you want me to tell you my other two alongside Bomati?
Who would you? So are you telling me Orbados not? Are you?
Do you know what?
Farah, this is
is she in yours?
She's one of your favourite players.
I know.
And I was on a banker that this.
I know.
She would be in your team.
She was
you rave about Orbados all the time, and she's played well. I can't believe she's not made your midfield.
But Germany got knocked out of the group stages. I know that's why I picked. I'm going to go.
Okay, go.
Kira Walsh ahead of her, and that was a strong debate.
I picked Kira Walsh as well.
Oh, so you got Kira Walsh. So Kira Walsh is going to be a must then.
Okay,
so we got at the end. My other one was Guerrero, Barcelona. I went with a midfield Barcelona three. I was a bit biased in terms of the three of them. thought she had a really good season. So
because she didn't win the Champions League and Barcelona did, so she got kicked out. I know, but we can't just use performances. Come on, this is, you know what she does.
Maybe I'll negotiate with you at the end.
Do you reckon?
In our final 11. But for now, I went with those 3.
Yeah? I'm hoping Farah finds her senses by the end, because Oberdorf has to be in our midfield. She's been... I'm literally... That one surprised me.
Yeah.
I thought, other than Bonmati, she was a given in terms of someone that you would have picked for your team.
I know.
But we're in 2024 and times have changed.
I know, they have.
Okay, so that's our midfield options, and we still got to decide on our final team and who we're going to pick. But on to the goal scorers, the headliners.
The money makers.
The money makers. Okay, on to the golden boots, the forwards, the ones who are getting all the headlines. This was tough. It was tough. There were so many. Again, we've had a really good year of women's football, so well done. But for me, there was definitely one player who was a non-negotiable.
Let me pick it and let me see if it's the same. If it's not, I'm going to be so disappointed, Urfa.
What,
non-negotiable?
A non-negotiable.
In the starting 11 as a striker.
In the starting 11.
I'm going to pick it. If yours isn't the same, I'm going to be really upset.
She thinks she knows me. Go on then. Let's see.
I'm going to pick it. This is a non-negotiable for last year.
Farah.
Urfa Pond.
You know me.
Wait! You got it?
Yeah. Sam, Mantha,
non-negotiable.
Kerr. You are an absolute non-negotiable. Like, her journey's just been phenomenal. Her domestic,
and guess
country.
What? She might be staying at Chelsea.
She might be staying at Chelsea. She's still currently a Chelsea player, but her performances allows her to walk into any team, whether it's the EA team, whether it's the Chelsea team, whether it's the Matildas, whether it's, you name it. You are
non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. You can
Mate, what she did for Chelsea last year.
She's even in the BBB team. She's now one of us. One of us. Yeah. As you said, what she's done for Chelsea. Even at World Cup appearances. That's what I just said. And the impact that she has, it's mad, isn't it? Like, it was so disappointing that she got injured so close to tournament. But in terms of even the impact, the goal against England. I was about to say, the goal she scored against Drake was straight out of the cage. Yeah, it was like crazy. Straight out of grassroots. So and won everything with Chelsea apart from Champions League last year, pretty much. Oh no, Conti Cup. But yeah. Sam? You're in. You're staying right here at the bottom. Okay, so we got Popp, we got Salma, but Popp. Can I just start with Popp? She's another non-negotiable, really. Again, she had a really disappointing, obviously, Euros finals, got injured, etc. Blah 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 blah. Wolfsburg never quite got it over the line in terms of Champions League. Prolific. What? Prolific striker. She got the goals in the Champions League final. She was trying to carry her team in that game. Prolific striker. Phenomenal. Again, World Cup, a little bit. She scored goals, but obviously we expected more from Germany. Didn't quite happen. But wait there, are you saying all this because she's in your team? Because if she's not, hand her to me because she's in my team. I better hand her to you. You better hand her because she is in my team. Okay. All of those things. Goal scorer in terms of giving somebody a chance from across inside the box and it's going to be in the back of the net. There's no better striker than her. Got someone. Nah, she does it. Okay, go on. She can play in behind her. Okay. Need somebody to drop in. I don't need someone to play in behind her. Go on. She could do anything. She could score. She was pretty much goals per game. Stats are crazy. Go for it. She's in my team. Okay. This is madness. These two, my front three is mad. Okay. The only one I had debate with was my last striker. Okay. That was really difficult. And who did you go with? Who did you go with? So you want me to tell you the debate was between? Or just go with who I've got? Well, we've obviously got some fantastic... We got some fantastic young talent. We got Sophia Smith, who we know has been tearing it up in the US. Definitely going to be one to watch for the USA, especially once Emma Hayes gets her hands on her in terms of development. Again, was one to watch. We saw what Caicedo done in the World Cup. Very, again, young player. I think sometimes we forget how young she is. And because she has such great performances, we kind of just put her in the bracket. And actually, she's kind of, I'll always say someone like Lauren James, who's going to be part of the future of football. So, and we saw what she's done to Germany and Popp's team. And then we got the super sub. who time and time again came on the pitch and said, start me in the game. Look what I can do. I can tear teams apart. Didn't disappoint. She's been doing it for club, country, transferring from athletics to football, another phenomenon. And then we have...
I already know Earps front three. This is my third choice. This is who completes my front three. So
Bunny
Shaw completes my front three. Goals for Man City last year were ridiculous. The work
amazing
away from the team in terms of with the strikers coach at City, Sean Goa.
Yeah, amazing.
Well known in terms of her conversion rate, in terms of chances to conversion, just flew out the window last year. So certainly her performances for Man City, and then to go to a World Cup with a team that nobody expected anybody to do and have and play the way that she did, score the goal she did. I know she got sent off and probably let Jamaica down a little bit, but I couldn't not put her in. And the one I was debating whether to go with Shaw or Rachel Daly, because obviously Rachel Daly's performances for Aston Villa.
Where's Rachel Daly? Daly's not even on.
She is, bruv. She's with us. She's watching us. She's over my shoulder. I'm scared.
Go and grab her. Grab Daly.
So Daly is with us. But
another phenomenal season in terms of goals.
I went with Shaw because I just think in terms of the World Cup performances for Jamaica, Rach Daly was kind of fighting it out a little bit with Russo and probably didn't get to carry on that league consistency in the World Cup just because of preference of manager. So Shaw completes my amazing front three here that I know that you're frightened of, Urfa.
Mate, Shaw was in my team.
She's in your team with Kerr and who?
She's in my team with Kerr and Caicedo.
Oh, you put Caicedo in?
Of course I did.
Okay.
This is my front three. But yeah, like you said, for me, Bunny Shaw has... a lot of the time people think, they're just big and strong, and her tactical awareness, like the way that she links up play with teams, she's a very smart player, and I think she was able to show that.
I told you I've been watching her from all the way back when I was at Reading.
I know.
Kenny to sign her and we couldn't. Not that she'd want to come to Reading.
To be honest, I've seen her obviously playing in the CONCACAF. Like I've seen what she's been doing in Jamaica, and her journey again is phenomenal. She has done the business on the pitch, as well as like all that hype and talk that like there's a whole country on her back, but she is carrying them and she's performing, and she's definitely someone who, like her, non-negotiable in my team. So right now we're fighting over
Caicedo and Popp. I don't think there's no fight.
And Popp.
There's no fight. Not currently.
In terms of a front line. But do you know what the beauty of it is? It's not down to us. We are going to pick our team, but it's down to the votes. Remember, guys, get your votes in. EA.com/TOTY. Yeah, get your votes in.
Voting finishes on the 14th of January.
And I'm sure they're going to agree with me because...
No, Popp is in there.
We've got the evidence of the goals. So, yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
So, that wraps up our individual
Yeah, we'll come up
teams.
with a combined.
Now, we're going to have to try and bring it all in.
Okay.
And find our ultimate
11
BBB team of the year.
Right, let me show you my layout, okay, in terms of what I'm prepared to negotiate, and then we can have this debate, yeah?
Okay, so now this is crunch time. This is BBB's combined women's 11. We have to agree... We have to agree on a final 11. So straight in, first up.
This is easy.
Very easy. Mary Earps gets our goalkeeper. Okay, that was quick. Very easy. Now on to our defenders. So we're going to go from right back to left back. Right back, going to be Honor. Brilliant. Honours in. We're going to go right centre back.
Millie Bright, captain.
Millie Bright, MBE.
MBE, sorry.
Captain.
You don't call me MBE every time you speak to me.
I know, because I call you everything else, like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay, left-sided centre back.
Leon.
Farrell, we can't do this.
Can I tell you where I was trying to negotiate? I think if you put Olga left back and Leon left side centre half, I think that is a banging back line.
I know what you're trying to think, but...
imagine her at left back, Olga, when she already attacked from left back. She played during the World Cup for Spain, by the way.
Okay. Can I just ask a question? So in terms of like left back attacking, would you prefer Olga or McCabe?
Olga.
In terms of contribution
in terms of everything. In terms of everything.
Okay. Because to be honest, I do like Leon. So she's a really good. She's a really good defender.
Fair because it's one of your players, it's one of mine, and we fitted them in.
I don't like fair. I like good players.
And I think they're good players, both of them.
And okay, I'm going to give you the benefit of that. We're going to go Leon, left-sided centre-back. We're going to go Olga, left-back.
That was nice, Herfa.
I'm being nice.
2024.
That's it. I've had all my nice. So we've rounded up. We've gone for Honor, Bright, Leon, and Olga. Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
I thought it was going to be harder, but
so
nice.
we've wrapped up our defensive line. It is stern. No one is getting through that. Okay, so on to our combined midfield maestro. We know there's an absolute non-negotiable. But Matty's in.
She's in
centre mid, and then
it's difficult because obviously you picked Oberdorf. I was debating between Oberdorf and Kira Walsh.
Yeah.
Your other one is Kira Walsh, but my other one is Guerrero. And I was thinking, if the only one I would change out of the three would have been Oberdorf for Walsh.
Okay.
So now, who are you prepared to sacrifice out of the three? Because Matty's in.
Matty's in.
So now we've got to pick two out of Oberdorf, Kira Walsh, and Guerrero. How do you pronounce it? Guerrero. There you go.
For me, it has to be.
I don't want two holders.
It's not what you want. It's who's performed well.
Guerrero's
unfortunately,
better than Walsh this season.
Do you reckon?
For Barcelona.
Nah, I think she has more. I think the role that Kerr Walsh plays is a lot more underrated because you get to see more of Guerrero in terms of the attacking play. But I think definitely Walsh.
So you want to go with Walsh?
I'm going Walsh
and Oberdorf.
I'm going Walsh and Oberdorf and Matty. Are you going to argue with me or? Come on, you've got to look. I gave in terms of Leon.
Yeah, but you're not going to give in terms of strikers.
We haven't got there yet. You don't know.
I know.
I'm a changed person. It's 2024. You don't know.
I'll go with that. I'll go with Walsh, Oberdorf, and Matty as a midfield three.
Amazing. We got there in the end.
We did.
So, goalkeeper sorted, defensive lines rock solid, midfield are pulling crazy strings, and now for our forwards.
So we already had two of the same players. We already both had Kerr.
We had Sam.
And we both had Bunny Shaw.
And we both had
Shaw. So now
it's
to argue for that third striker.
Is it an argument though?
It is, because factually Popp is better. She's had a better 2023 than Casado. That's factually. That's facts.
Are you just
don't matter about age, don't matter about nothing.
Is that stats?
Casado turned up. Casado turned up at the World Cup, and we saw glimpses of what
is that stats.
The future holds for her. Listen, I'm telling you now that Popp has had a better 2023 than Casado, factually.
So we're going on the facts that. Just remember, Farah said she's not dealing with stats. I'm not into stats.
I'm just talking factually.
Factually,
has she been better? Tell the truth. Over the whole of 2023. That's all I'm asking. Now we're not talking in the World Cup here and here. I'm talking from.
She's been amazing.
January 2023.
She's been amazing.
December 2023. Right? Who has been better out of Casado and Popp? That's all I'm asking. Honest opinion.
And if honestly, I'm being dead honest, I've got to say that Casado was outdone by Popp. But
okay. So there. Okay.
Yeah, but they've both had phenomenal years, and that's why I put her in my team. The way that she burst on the scene.
It's the second half, because I would have put Lauren James in. If we was talking about that, second half of the season, like if you think from like September until December, Lauren James probably been one of the best players out there.
Okay.
But I was trying to go over a consistent year from January to December, and in the early stages, Lauren James in that Chelsea team and England team wasn't quite there. Okay. So that's why I didn't put her in. Otherwise, should have been, that already, should have been top of the list.
So Popp.
So I've gone over the whole year of consistency in terms of performances for club and country. And I think Popp is ahead of Casado in 23.
Okay, do you know what?
It's fierce, that front liner. I'm telling you.
I'm going to put my shoulders back, and I'm going to be honest. And again, like you said, throughout the whole year, she has had a phenomenal season. And I think what allows me to give it to you, allows me to give it to you, is actually the year before that and the year before that. She's been phenomenal as well. So it's not, she's just popped up. Actually, she's been...
I like that.
She's been consistently, doing what she needs to do for club and country. So I'll go for Popp.
That's a decent 11.
Exactly. So we've got Shaw, Kerr, Popp at the front.
Run our 11 from Goalkeeper all the way through. Let's hear it.
So we got Mary, Earps at the backs, controlling the goal. Right back, we have Honor. Right side of the back line, we have Millie.
Yeah, Millie Bright.
Left side, we have Leon. Left back, we have Olga. In the middle, we've got the world's best player in Bonmati. We have Oberdorf, and we also have Walsh, as we do. And then up front, leading the line, we have Samantha Kerr, we have Bunny Shaw, and we have Popp.
Decent 11.
Okay, right. Farah, to finish off, we've finally got our final 11. But I thought it'd be great to play a little game of FC24, this or that.
Quick fire, right? So we ain't got all day.
How long I got?
Like a second or two, max.
Okay, 2 seconds.
Earps or Fromes?
Earps.
Ooh. Nnandozie or Endler?
Nnandozie.
Bright or Leon?
Bright.
Batcher or McCabe?
McCabe.
Carpenter or Badger?
Badger.
That was quick.
That was... Come
and easy.
on.
That was quick
That
and
was
easy.
very easy. I think that was you were too easy on me. I'm going to go hard on you. I'm going to go hard on you.
You're going to go hard. See, that's what I'm saying. If you go hard, it's going to be
Remember
wrong.
you said maximum 2 seconds, so no cheating. Okay. Oberdorf or Walsh?
Oh, you're naughty. Like
Oberdorf or Walsh?
Oberdorf.
Wrighton or Hemp?
Oh, man. This is harder. See, Ryan. I forgot who I was saying.
James or Hanson?
Oh, James. No, easy. That was quick.
Popp
James.
or Kerr?
Kerr.
See?
That's too hard.
She's pressuring me.
That's
2
hard.
seconds.
That's too hard. Kerr, I said.
Okay. Potato or Bonmati?
Oh, Bonmati.
Urfa or Farah?
Farah. That was hard.
That wasn't there. Well, that's because you cheated. If you just do it in 2 seconds, like...
Oberdorf or Walsh?
Oberdorf.
Kerr or Popp?
Kerr.
Bonmati, you're just...
See?
Hemp or Wrighton?
Wrighton.
Go away. Go away.
Thank you, guys. As I said, we could do this all day. Farah doesn't follow the rules, but it's fine. It's not, again, as I said, it's not down to us. We're picking who we want to pick, but it's down to you guys to pick. Remember, head over to the EA Sports website now, ea.com/TOTY, and cast your votes. Voting is open until Sunday, the 14th of January, and the final 11 will be announced on Friday, the 19th of January. Looking forward to it.